You know, life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you attract. Not by magic, not by luck, but by who you are and what you consistently think about. I learned a long time ago. Success is predictable. If you plant the right seeds, you get the right harvest. If you plant nothing, you get nothing. And the law of attraction is simply this. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you are prepared for. See, the mind is a magnet. It draws in people, opportunities, ideas, and possibilities that match your most dominant thoughts. Think small. You attract small. Think big. You attract big. But here's the real secret. Your life bends toward your strongest expectations. If you expect little, you receive little. If you expect progress, you attract progress. And if you expect greatness, you begin to walk like someone who is becoming great. The law of attraction is not a wish list. It's not a vision board with no action. It's not sitting on the couch, hoping the universe delivers pizza and prosperity to your doorstep. No, it's a discipline, a way of thinking, a way of behaving, a way of living, a way of preparing yourself for the things you say you want. Because here's what I discovered. The universe responds to the person you become, not just the dreams you imagine. So today, I want you to think differently, speak differently, walk differently, expect differently. Because if you truly understand the law of attraction, you'll realize something profound. Your future is whispering to you, and it's waiting for you to rise to the level of the life you desire. Let's begin. You know, most people want their life to change, but very few want to change themselves. And that's where the law of attraction begins. Not with the world, not with opportunities, not with luck. It begins with you. See, you can't attract a life you're not prepared for. You can't attract wealth with a poor mindset. You can't attract love with a wounded heart. You can't attract success if you talk yourself out of it every morning. The law of attraction is not about asking. It's about aligning. It's about creating the kind of inner world that naturally brings the outer world into harmony. The first lesson I had to learn was simple. You must change before your circumstances do. I spent years hoping for success before I ever prepared for it. I wanted the harvest without the planting, the results without the discipline, the achievement without the character. But life doesn't work that way, and neither does the law of attraction. The mind is a powerful magnet. It attracts what you think about, and it repels what you doubt. If you constantly think, I'm not ready, I'm not capable, it's too late, I don't deserve it, then the universe simply agrees with you. Because that's the frequency you're broadcasting. That's the invitation you're sending out. And your results? They will match your beliefs, not your wishes. But here's the good news. If you change your signal, you change your attraction. Let me tell you something I discovered early. For things to change, you have to change. Not someday, not when you feel like it, but the moment you decide. The law of attraction doesn't respond to wishes. It responds to decisions. And it begins with this one question. Who must I become to deserve the life I want? Not what should I get? Not what should I receive? But who must I become? That's where the real power is. Because your identity sets your direction, and your direction sets your destination. Think of it like this. Your mind is a garden. Every thought is a seed. What you plant, you will eventually harvest. If you plant doubt, you harvest hesitation. If you plant fear, you harvest limitation. If you plant negativity, you harvest excuses. But if you plant faith, you attract possibilities. If you plant clarity, you attract direction. If you plant gratitude, you attract abundance. It all begins inside. Long before you see the results outside, I remember someone asking me once, Jim, how do I know the law of attraction is working? And I said, when you start to change, before anything around you changes. You see, the first signs are always internal. Your thinking becomes clearer. Your vocabulary becomes stronger. Your expectations become higher. Your energy becomes more focused. Suddenly, you stop hanging around certain people, not because you're better, but because you're becoming different. Suddenly, you wake up earlier, not because you're forced to, but because you feel something pulling you forward. Suddenly, you stop complaining. You stop doubting. You stop blaming, because you realize those habits were attracting the wrong things into your life. The law of attraction begins when you stop asking life to give you more and start asking yourself to become more. It's about taking responsibility for your thoughts, and your thoughts are powerful. But listen carefully. Thoughts alone are not enough. It's not positive thinking. It's disciplined thinking. Positive thinking says, I hope it works. Disciplined thinking says, I will become the person who makes it work. The law of attraction responds to disciplined thinking. Now, here's something most people never consider. Your thoughts must match your habits. Your desires must match your decisions. Your dreams must match your behavior. You cannot think abundance while living in chaos. You cannot think success while practicing procrastination. You cannot think confidence while speaking weakness. Everything must align. And in this alignment, something special happens. You begin to radiate a different energy, a calm confidence, a quiet determination, a sense of direction. People feel it. Opportunities notice it. Life responds to it. Because attraction is not what you say. Attraction is who you become. One day, someone asked me, Jim, what's the fastest way to attract success? And I told them the truth. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Develop your mind. Strengthen your character. Elevate your standards. Because the law of attraction doesn't bring you what you want. It brings you what matches your level of growth. If you grow, your results grow. If you elevate, your opportunities elevate. If you transform, your life transforms. Remember this line. One of the most important of my life. Success is something you attract by the person you become. If you want better results, start by becoming a better you. If you want a better life, start by upgrading your thoughts. If you want a better future, start by planting better seeds. Because the law of attraction begins with the greatest project you'll ever work on, yourself. Now, if the law of attraction begins with you, then the next question is simple. What part of you leads the way? Your thoughts, your feelings, your focus. These three, they are the magnetic trio. They determine what you attract and what you repel, what grows in your life and what slowly disappears. And I discovered something important. Most people think accidentally, feel accidentally, and focus accidentally. Yet they expect life to respond intentionally. But life doesn't work that way. The law of attraction doesn't work that way. Let's begin with the first force. 1. Thoughts. The first magnet. Your thoughts are the instructions you send out to the universe. Whatever you think about repeatedly, you are inviting into your life. Think fear. You attract reasons to stay afraid. Think problems. You attract situations that overwhelm you. Think limitation. You attract walls instead of doors. But think growth, and you attract improvement. Think opportunity, and opportunity begins to show itself. Think abundance, and life starts to expand. Your thoughts shape your reality, long before your actions do. Someone once asked me, Jim, why do thoughts matter so much? And I said, because your mind is the architect of your future. Every thought is a blueprint, a design, a signal. And here's the part most people forget. You cannot think one way and live another. If you think small, you walk small. If you think bold, you walk bold. If you think poor, you make poor decisions. If you think wealthy, you make wealthy decisions. That's why personal development matters. Because if you can change your thinking, you can change everything else. 2. Feelings. The energy behind the thought. Thoughts create direction. But feelings create power. Feelings are the emotional charge behind your thinking. A thought without emotion is like a car without fuel. It might be designed to move, but it won't go anywhere. Feelings are the vibration, the energy, the frequency you broadcast into the world. Ever notice? When you're excited about a goal, you attract ideas, people, and opportunities almost instantly. And when you're discouraged, you attract more reasons to feel discouraged. That's not coincidence. That's alignment. Your emotional state is a signal to the universe about what you're ready for. People say, "Jim, how do I raise my vibration?" And I tell them, start feeling grateful before the blessing arrives. Gratitude elevates, fear lowers, enthusiasm invites, doubt rejects. If you want to attract something great, you must feel great before it arrives. You must feel worthy before you receive it. Feel capable before you see the evidence. Feel confident before the results appear. Because feelings are not just reactions. They are preparations. The law of attraction responds to emotional readiness. 3. Focus, the direction of the magnet. Now let's talk about focus. One of the most powerful forces in all of human achievement. Your focus determines where your energy flows. Where your energy flows determines what grows. Focus is the magnifying glass of the mind. It takes a small spark and turns it into a fire. But most people scatter their focus. A little here, a little there, a little on dreams, a lot on distractions, and they wonder why nothing changes. Here's a simple truth. You attract what you focus on, not occasionally, not once in a while, but consistently. If you focus on problems, you attract more problems. If you focus on excuses, you attract more limitations. If you focus on lack, your life becomes a series of shortages. But if you focus on solutions, you become resourceful. If you focus on growth, you begin to expand. If you focus on your goals, your mind becomes a magnet for progress. I often said, wherever focus goes, energy flows. It's as true today as it was decades ago. Now imagine when thoughts, feelings, and focus all move in the same direction. That's the real magic. That's the alignment. That's the power. Most people never reach. Thoughts create intention. Feelings create energy. Focus creates direction. Together, they create attraction. Powerful attraction. Intentional attraction. Predictable attraction. A garden, a seed, and a sunbeam. Think of it like a garden. Your thoughts are the seeds. Your feelings are the nutrients. Your focus is the sunlight. If you plant a seed and feed it with doubt, it will wither. If you plant a seed and forget to focus on it, it will fade. But if you plant a seed of a powerful idea, nourish it with emotion, and give it the focus it needs, it grows. It grows relentlessly, predictably, naturally. That's the law of attraction, not wishful thinking, not hoping for luck, not waiting for miracles, but aligning your inner world so precisely that the outer world has no choice but to respond. So ask yourself, what am I thinking about daily? What am I feeling consistently? What am I focusing on most? Because the law of attraction is responding to those things right now. Upgrade your thoughts, strengthen your feelings, sharpen your focus, and you will begin to attract a life you once believed was out of reach. Because you're not attracting things, you're attracting your match. And as you improve the match, you improve the outcome. You know, wanting something is easy. Everybody wants something. But desire alone doesn't move the world. Desire alone doesn't attract success. Desire alone doesn't get the law of attraction working for you. Desire is the spark. Goals are the blueprint, and plans are the bridge. Without goals, desire becomes frustration. Without goals, the law of attraction has nothing to respond to. No direction, no destination, no aim. I used to tell my audience, if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they've planned for you? Not much. The universe rewards direction, clarity, and intention. So let's talk about goals. Not vague, not general, but real goals that move your life forward. 1. You need a clear target. Imagine walking into an airport and the attendant asks, "Where would you like to go?" And you say, "Oh, somewhere nice." They can't help you. The system can't respond. No plane can take you somewhere. You must choose a destination. And life works exactly the same way. Your mind is a navigation system. The law of attraction is the pilot, but you must enter the destination. Not more money. How much? Not better health. What specifically? Not a happier life. What does that look like? The clearer the target, the stronger the attraction. Most people don't attract what they want because they never decide what they want. I learned early. Clarity is the starting point of success. When your goals are clear, your mind has something to work with. Your focus sharpens. Your energy rises. Your decisions align. Your actions follow. And the universe begins to rearrange itself in your favor. 2. Write it down. The power of putting dreams on paper. One of the greatest discoveries of my life came the day I learned to write down my goals, not think about them, not hope for them, not dream about them. Write them down. Something almost mystical happens. When a goal leaves your mind and lands on paper, it becomes real. It becomes solid. It becomes measurable. It becomes a contract between you and your future. People say, "Jim, why write them down?" And I say, because writing turns wishes into intentions. It gives the law of attraction a clear instruction. A written goal is a magnet. It pulls you. It guides you. It reminds you. And it strengthens your belief that the thing you want is possible. Remember this. Don't just think it, ink it. 3. Break the big dreams into small wins. Now let me give you a lesson that saved me years of frustration. Big goals attract, but big goals without small steps overwhelm. The mind can visualize greatness, but it moves through small, consistent action. So break it down. Want to lose 20 kilos? Start with 1 kilo. Want to save $10,000? Start with $100. Want to build a business? Start with 1 customer. Small wins build belief. Small wins build momentum. Small wins activate the law of attraction because your energy shifts from hoping to progressing. The universe responds to forward movement. 4. Align your behavior with your vision. Here's where the real transformation begins, because goals don't attract themselves. You attract them by becoming the person who deserves them. Your vision must match your habits. Your habits must match your standards. Your standards must match your expectations. You can't have millionaire goals with minimum wage habits. You can't have strong relationships with weak communication. You can't have world-class results with average effort. Life doesn't give you what you want. Life gives you what you prepare for. So ask yourself, what habits do I need to adopt to attract the future I want? What do I need to stop doing? What do I need to start doing? What do I need to improve? The law of attraction responds to alignment. 5. Visualization. See it before you step into it. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful tools in shaping your future, visualization. People ask me, "Jim, does visualization really work?" And I say, it works if you do. Visualization activates emotion. Emotion activates belief. Belief activates action. And action activates attraction. When you see it clearly, you start to feel it. When you feel it deeply, you begin to expect it. When you expect it consistently, you prepare for it. And the universe responds To someone who is prepared, spend time each day, seeing your goal in your mind, not just looking at it, living in it. Walk in the body of the person you are becoming. Think with their confidence. Speak with their clarity. Act with their discipline. Because when you see the future clearly, you begin to walk toward it with purpose. 6. Review your goals daily. You cannot set goals once and expect attraction to take over. Review them, study them, refresh them, rewrite them. Your mind needs consistent reminders of where you're going, because in the noise of life, your vision can fade. Daily review keeps you centered. It keeps your energy aligned. It keeps your focus sharp. The law of attraction responds to repetition. If you keep broadcasting the signal, the results will eventually come. Goals are not just about the achievement. They are about the transformation. They make you stretch. They make you grow. They make you disciplined. They make you stronger. And that new version of you, that stronger version, is what attracts the life you want. The ultimate reason for setting goals is to become the person who can achieve them. That's the real gift. That's the real reward. That's the real attraction. Now, we reach the part that most people misunderstand. They think the law of attraction is about sitting quietly, visualizing deeply, and waiting patiently for the universe to deliver. But let me tell you something important. The universe doesn't respond to wishes. It responds to work. You can think positively all day. You can feel good all week. You can visualize every morning. But without action, nothing happens. Because the law of attraction is not magic. It's alignment. Alignment between your thoughts, your emotions, your focus, and, most importantly, your actions. Let's talk about why action is the missing ingredient in most people's attraction process. 1. Why the law of attraction fails without action. People often ask me, Jim, I've been thinking about success. I've been visualizing it. I've been believing it, but nothing is happening. And I always tell them, belief opens the door. Action walks you through. The law of attraction fails for many because they forget the other universal law, the law of cause and effect. If you don't cause anything, you won't affect anything. If you don't plant, you don't harvest. If you don't study, you don't grow. If you don't act, you don't attract. It's that simple. The universe doesn't reward intentions. It rewards execution. Your actions are proof that you are serious about what you say you want. 2. Taking small but consistent steps. Now let me give you a truth that changed my entire journey. It's not the big action that changes your life. It's the small, the repeated, the disciplined action. Every day, every week, every month, people fail because they wait for motivation or inspiration or the perfect moment. Don't wait. Start where you are. Start with what you have. And start with what you can do. A 20-minute walk, a page in a book, a new skill learned each week, a small amount saved, a small task completed, small steps done consistently become big results inevitably. The universe responds to movement, not to hesitation, not to excuses, to movement. Even small movements create momentum, and momentum creates opportunity. 3. Discipline over motivation. Motivation is beautiful. Motivation is powerful, but motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. I used to say, discipline is the foundation upon which all success is built. Lack of discipline inevitably leads to failure. Don't rely on feeling good. Rely on showing up. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. When motivation fades, discipline is doing the right thing, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is keeping your promise. Long after the feeling has faded, discipline is telling yourself, I will act today because my future deserves it. That's the difference between people who attract success and people who only imagine it. 4. The law of cause and effect. Now let's connect action to the law of attraction through the oldest law of achievement, the law of cause and effect. If you want an effect, you must create a cause. If you want health, you must cause it. If you want wealth, you must cause it. If you want opportunity, you must cause it. The universe doesn't withhold success. It simply responds to the causes you set in motion. This is why action matters. It creates the cause that triggers the effect. And the more causes you create, the more effects you attract. It's predictable. It's reliable. It's universal. 5. How effort multiplies attraction. Here's something I've learned. When you take action, the world notices. People notice. Opportunities notice. Resources notice. The universe notices. Effort sends a message. I am serious. I am ready. I am committed. And the universe responds by multiplying your efforts. You make one call and someone else calls you back. You study 1 hour and you discover a new idea. You take one step and the next step reveals itself. Effort expands possibilities. Effort attracts momentum. Effort attracts support. Effort attracts direction. Action proves intention. Action creates attraction. 6. Aligning behavior with intentions. You can't want one thing and behave like another. You can't want success and behave like procrastination. You can't want health and behave like carelessness. You can't want wealth and behave like debt. Your behavior must speak the same language as your intentions because the universe listens to behavior first. Want to attract something great? Start acting like someone who deserves something great. Upgrade your habits. Upgrade your standards. Upgrade your effort. When your behavior aligns with your vision, your results begin to change. Not gradually, dramatically. 7. Staying committed when results are slow. This is where most people give up. They take action, but the results are slow. The progress is invisible. The changes are subtle, so they quit. And the moment they quit, the attraction stops. Understand this. Success comes slowly. Then suddenly, the seed takes time to grow. Before it breaks the soil, the tree takes time. Before it shows fruit. Your goals take time. Before they reveal progress. Just because you don't see results doesn't mean nothing is happening. Every effort counts. Every step matters. Every day of discipline moves you closer. Don't stop. Before the miracle happens, stay consistent. Stay disciplined. Stay committed. Because the universe is balancing the scales, preparing the circumstances, setting up the opportunities. And when the moment arrives, your life transforms in ways you never expected. Now, if we've learned anything so far, it's this. The law of attraction isn't magic. It's a mirror. It reflects who you are. It shows what you are prepared for. It responds to the person you become. And here's the ultimate lesson. You attract success, not by wanting it, but by becoming it. Most people chase results. They chase money. They chase recognition. They chase comfort. But the truly wise person chases personal growth. Because the law of attraction responds to growth, not to greed. It responds to character, not charm. It responds to discipline, not desire alone. 1. Becoming the person who attracts. The first step to becoming a magnet is simple, yet profound. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Develop your mind. Elevate your character. Refine your habits. Raise your standards. If you become the person who deserves wealth, wealth will find you. If you become the person who deserves respect, respect will follow. If you become the person who deserves opportunity, opportunity will appear. It's predictable. It's natural. It's guaranteed. As long as you are willing to do the inner work. Because attraction is not about luck. It's about alignment. Your inner world must match your outer desires. 2. Removing limiting beliefs. Here's a truth many people never realize. Your biggest barrier to attracting success is inside your own head. Limiting beliefs, doubts, and fears act like a wall between you and the life you want. If you believe you can't succeed, the universe will silently nod in agreement. If you believe you don't deserve abundance, abundance will pass by quietly. If you fear failure, failure will become your most consistent companion. The first step to attraction is removing the things that repel it. Question your beliefs. Replace fear with courage. Replace doubt with faith. Replace weakness with discipline. And then, suddenly, you are no longer chasing results. You are naturally attracting them. 3. Elevating your standards. Becoming a magnet for success isn't just about removing negatives. It's about raising your standards. Most people live with low standards. They tolerate mediocrity. They accept excuses. They compromise on quality. But when you raise your standards, everything changes. You stop settling for less. You start demanding more from yourself. You start attracting people and situations that match your new level. Higher standards change your behavior. Behavior attracts opportunity. Opportunity multiplies results. And before long, your life reflects the person you've become. 4. Building consistency into your life. Here's the final secret to becoming a magnet. Consistency. You can't show up once and expect the universe to deliver. You can't practice discipline for a day and think success will arrive. You can't visualize a dream once and believe it will manifest. Consistency is the heartbeat of attraction. Show up every day. Act on your goals every day. Think about your desires every day. Feel worthy every day. Momentum builds slowly. Results arrive quietly. But over time, you become unstoppable. The universe rewards persistence. It responds to steady effort. It aligns circumstances with the person who refuses to quit. 5. Becoming a magnet in action. Becoming a magnet isn't passive. It's not just thinking. It's not just feeling. It's not just hoping. It's action wrapped in character. It's effort wrapped in discipline. It's vision wrapped in habits. It's persistence wrapped in integrity. Your actions must match your desires. Your behavior must reflect your intentions. Your life must embody your goals, because the universe doesn't deliver results to excuses. It delivers results to people who have become results ready. When your life demonstrates focus, discipline, and alignment, you begin to draw opportunities naturally. You become a magnet, not by luck, not by chance, not by wishing, but by being. 6. Maintaining momentum and gratitude. Finally, remember, attraction isn't a one-time event. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of thinking, feeling, and acting every day. Celebrate progress. Be grateful for small wins. Appreciate the lessons and setbacks. Gratitude is a signal to the universe. It strengthens your magnetism. It opens doors that effort alone cannot. Momentum comes from combining growth, discipline, and appreciation. And the more you practice it, the more you naturally attract the life you've always dreamed of. Success is not something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you become. The law of attraction is not magic. It's not luck. It's not about wishing for results. It's about being worthy, being disciplined, being consistent, being ready. When you become the person who deserves abundance, the universe has no choice but to respond. Be the person. Take action. Raise your standards. Align your thoughts, feelings, and focus. And watch as your life transforms, not by chance, but by design. Because when you do this, you don't just reach your goals. You become the kind of person who naturally attracts a life of success and abundance. So now you know, The law of attraction is not about luck. It's not about wishes. It's about who you are becoming. Your thoughts, your feelings, your focus, they set the stage. Your goals give direction. Your actions bring it to life. And your character determines the level of what you can attract. Remember this. Success is something you attract by the person you become. Become the person who deserves the life you want. Act every day. Raise your standards. Stay consistent. Align your inner world with your outer desires. And watch as opportunities find you, as doors open, as your life transforms. Because when you become the person who is ready, the universe has no choice but to respond. The question is, are you ready to become that person? Your life is waiting. Step forward. Start today and attract the future you were born to live.